Say yes to the dress. May Ball Edition. Zoe Blackburn and Neve Walters reflect on the trials and tribulations of finding their Trinity May Ball dresses. Picture this. It's less than a week to go before Trinity May Ball, and you have nothing to wear. Nada. Zilch. Zip. Zero. You might be thinking this is an unlikely scenario. How could anyone be so foolish, so careless with time and money? If you are thinking this, dear reader, please click off and stop being so judgy. If not, come along with us as we frantically scour the racks of Cambridge charity shops and endure the perils of changing room lighting and vintage shipping estimates to find a last-minute dress that doesn't cost more than the ball tickets themselves. Despite scavenging the Grafton Center, we left with heavy hearts and disappointed hopes. Despite scavenging the Grafton Center twice to find a charity shop ball dress in our sizes, we left with heavy hearts and disappointed hopes. Our next stop was the vintage clothing store Gold Rush, so, plagued with increasing dress stress, we headed to Green Street. We were pleasantly surprised when we got there to find a beautiful collection of vintage 80s prom dresses in the basement. Zoe's dress number 1. I picked this dress out because the statement sleeves, fitted waist and A-line skirt reminded me of a royal blue silk dress I'd seen my mum wear in a photograph from the 80s at my grandparents' house as a child. I became pathetically sentimental when I tried it on, mainly because I couldn't believe how much nostalgia I felt for an era I never actually lived through. The grainy changing room photos don't do justice to how well made it is, especially in comparison to dresses at the same price bought new, and how gorgeous the fabric looks as it folds. Having rudely decried it as too modest for my taste while it was on the rack, I have to confess, reader, that I didn't want to take it off. Still, it didn't have the self-dramatizing wow factor that feels compulsory when there's a literal red carpet. And the puffed sleeves were giving Regency Ball more than old Hollywood glamour. So, sure I could find an even better bargain elsewhere, I persuaded Neve that we needed to move online for the second stage of our fashion odyssey. Neve's dress number 1. This blue dress wasn't meant to be the dress. The May Ball was days away, and the pressure to find the perfect outfit was mounting by the hour. Then, suddenly, in a 3 a.m. blur while scrolling through Vinted, there it was, a navy blue, sparkly gown for £90. Yes, a bit steep for a second-hand panic purchase, but with a corseted bodice, layers of tulle, and a slightly puffed skirt, it seemed to strike the elusive balance between comfortable elegance and fancy opulence. The navy shimmer reminded me of Anastasia's iconic opera gown in the 1997 film, Romantic and Regal. If it was good enough for an animated Russian princess, surely it would be fitting for a Trinity May Ball. I clicked buy before I could overthink it. Then came 5 long days of anxious waiting. When it arrived, I was in awe of its sparkly details and the way it caught the light. It looked like a dress made for a ball. But when I tried it on, I hesitated. It felt too costume-y, too princessy, too unlike me. It didn't match the fairy tale I had conjured in my head, so I pushed it to the back of my wardrobe and kept searching. Zoe's dress number 2. Since Trinity is known for its unlimited supply of champagne, I decided that a champagne sparkling dress was only appropriately ought. Having impulsively and tipsily ordered this dress at 2 a.m., I spent the next 2 days obsessively checking my phone for shipping updates. There were just 5 days to go before the big day. What if it didn't arrive in time? But my fears proved to be unwarranted, because, thank God, the seller sent it sooner than she had to. When I initially tried it on, I wasn't convinced. The low back meant I had to suffer the humiliation of digging out an adhesive bra that was definitely the wrong size, and the heavy fabric risked restricting mobility at crucial moments. How will I get down to Hot Content's 5 a.m. set now? I asked Neve, worried Trinity would miss out on all of my best dance moves. Nevertheless, the long train was suitably melodramatic, and the dress looked far more expensive than it actually was, ideal for Trinity, where dresses generally look as expensive as they actually are. So, in a moment of sleep-deprived hysteria, I indulged a lifelong soft spot for sequins and said yes to the dress, or rather, I clicked, everything is okay, on Vinted. But everything was not yet okay for Neve. Neve's dress number 2. By this point, I was desperate. I wanted to find a dress that felt right, but with the ball in 5 days, it was feeling increasingly impossible. In despair, I called my parents, the classic final resort, and my mum reminded me of the green slinky dress I'd worn to my 2022 prom. It was everything the blue dress wasn't: understated, open-backed and delicately strappy. Perhaps instead of Anastasia, I could channel my inner Evelyn Hugo or Keira Knightley in Atonement. I slipped it on again and felt older, more cinematic. It felt like the perfect pairing for a night sipping champagne and admiring fireworks. And for a while, I was convinced that this would be it. The green dress was the one. Thanks, Mum. Until it wasn't. Maybe a part of me did want to feel a bit fancy, sparkly, and seen. It was the day of the ball. I had 45 minutes to get ready. My hair was still wet, my makeup half done, and I frantically slipped into the green dress. And then, the straps. Those damn straps. I twisted, turned and contorted, but to no avail. I had 10 minutes before I had to meet Zoe, and I couldn't tie the straps up. Frantic, I grabbed the blue dress at the back of the wardrobe and pulled it on. Maybe, deep down, a part of me did want to feel a bit fancy, sparkly, and seen. And so, in a shocking turn of events, I said yes to the dress I thought I'd ruled out. And I'm so glad I did. Well, reader, there you have it. 5 days and several energy drinks later, we finally found 2 dresses fit for a ball. So, if you, like us, find yourself with less than a week to go and no dress in sight next May ball season, fear not. Where there's a will, there's a way, or rather, where there's a frill, there's a dream dress waiting to save the day. BROKAW. Say Yes to the Dress is a guilty pleasure on TLC. The 23rd season of Say Yes to the Dress began airing in April on TLC and is available to stream on Max, Hulu, Discovery Plus and TLC GO and can be purchased on other platforms. The show has lasted so long and spawned spin-offs in Atlanta, the UK, Australia and elsewhere because of the personal stories of the brides and their families. The show focuses on finding the perfect wedding dress for each individual bride. Some brides want to look sexy, some want to look like a princess. Others just want a traditional or simple dress in which to walk down the aisle. Whatever they select, there is always drama as they bring their families, friends and sometimes even fiancés to shop at the famed Kleinfeld Bridal salon. This New York salon is the Disneyland of bridal gowns. If you can't find what you want here, it probably doesn't exist. The show's breakout star is Randy Finoli, who is the main fashion consultant director at the salon. Finoli is also a bridal dress designer, and although his dresses are available at Kleinfeld's, he doesn't push them on the brides. Instead, he uses his unique ability to listen to what the bride says she wants and find something to fit her desires. But what many brides discover is that what they come in wanting is not what they end up buying. The team at Kleinfeld sometimes has to play referees between the bride and her entourage. Sometimes fights do break out, but the drama in the salon is often overshadowed by the drama in the dressing rooms as the brides break down over differences between family, friends and their own desires. The bottom line for the team at the salon is helping the bride feel comfortable with her selection. In many cases, that involves redesigning or tweaking a dress to make everyone happy. Viewers get to see many designer bridal gowns they might only see in magazines. Watching a bride walk out in a beautiful dress that looks good on paper but doesn't look as good in reality is part of the shopping experience. For those brides who have already gone through the bridal dress shopping experience themselves, watching this show might bring back that memorable experience. Who knew watching this show would be addictive? It is a fun experience to watch the brides transform from their street clothes to their beautiful wedding attire, veil and all. It's not only the dress that makes a wedding dress complete, it is also the veil that adds that finishing touch. And often, once the veil is placed on the bride's head, tears start to flow for both the bride and her entourage. While Say Yes to the Dress is not for everyone, the fact that it has lasted 23 seasons with spin-offs in other countries says that it is an experience viewers love to watch unfold. Whether viewers watch for the drama or to see beautiful, mostly gowns, the show has proven there is a big audience for this shopping experience. And at the end of the show, whether a bride has tried on 1 or 10 dresses, she is asked, "Are you saying yes to the dress?" Stream season 23 and the previous seasons and enjoy the dresses and the drama. Say Yes to the Dress, host Randy Finoli's net worth is staggering. When it comes to watching Say Yes to the Dress, folks love to see brides walk into Kleinfeld Bridal in the hopes of finding the wedding dress of their dreams. And who is the person they trust the most in helping them on this emotional journey? That would be none other than the show's beloved host, fashion designer Randy Finoli. A prominent staple on the TLC series since its 2007 debut, folks love to see Randy share his infinite wisdom on all things bridal and wedding gowns. And fans also know he can be a voice of reason between the brides and their loved ones, making sure each bride feels beautiful for their big day. Clearly his expertise is appreciated, as the show came back for new episodes in 2025. Given the impact Randy has made on Say Yes to the Dress, we can't help but wonder, what is Randy Finoli's net worth? Knowing he likely makes a pretty penny for his time on TV, we found the answers, and they'll definitely interest fans of the television host. What is Randy Finoli's net worth in 2025? According to multiple reports, including CelebrityNetWorth.com, Randy Finoli's net worth is estimated at around $8 million. As for how he makes so much money, it comes from a variety of different places. How much money does Randy Finoli make to host Say Yes to the Dress? While the exact amount Randy makes per episode on Say Yes to the Dress in 2025 is unclear, in 2019 TheList.com reported that he makes around $3 million per year from TLC for all the different shows he's done over the years. Additionally, Showbiz Cheat Sheet reports that most TLC stars make somewhere between $25,000 and $40,000 for their roles on the show. And with the popularity of SYTTD, the publication claims he likely makes closer to the $40,000 mark. FYI, alongside starring on Say Yes to the Dress, Randy also hosted 2 other TV shows on TLC. Say Yes to the Dress, Randy Knows Best originally ran for 2 seasons from April 2011 to January 2013, while Randy to the Rescue also aired for 2 seasons from June 2012 to August 2013. How much does Randy Finoli make from other projects? As for what else Randy Finoli is working on, he also makes money from his other business ventures. As some fans may remember, the TV star released his first book, It's All About the Dress, Savvy Secrets, Priceless Advice, and Inspiring Stories to Help You Find the One, back in October 2011. He's the brains behind his own line, Randy Finoli Bridal, which creates wedding gowns that are sold by various retailers all across the United States. And if that's not enough, he shared on Instagram that the brand's latest Je T'aime collection will debut during a trunk show at Kleinfeld Bridal in May 2025. If you grew up watching Say Yes to the Dress, you've witnessed Randy Finoli make bridal dreams come true. Now it's your turn. Ring sparkles. Read the caption on April 23. Join us at Kleinfeld May 16 to 18 for a trunk show featuring Randy's newest Je T'aime collection, and meet the legend himself. From the screen to the salon, it's your turn to say yes with Randy by your side. Dizzy.